One Piece chapter 1027. Oda, you are insane. I say that damn near every video because you never cease to surprise me. This manga is just so amazing. Like, I just don't even know what to say. But if you enjoy anime and manga content and you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm so close to 200 subscribers. If you can help me reach that goal, I would greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's just jump into the chapter because boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Oda, you are not holding back with this chapter, and this is exactly what a lot of One Piece fans love to see. So the chapter starts off with the Minks, and we actually see Nekomamushi talking to Carrot and Wanda about like what's going on. He's just as confused as I'm pretty sure everybody else is confused. It's because like it was such a cloudy day, and Luffy and Kaido just split the clouds, which is when you see that, of course you're gonna be like, wow, what the hell did I just see? You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just such a shock that he just randomly turned it into Sulong form, and you know. He's just thrown off about the situation, which I wonder, we don't really get to see what's up with like the dog. I mess up his name. It's so easy to remember Nekomamushi, but I mess up his name all the time. You know who I'm talking about. The dog Minks. I'm gonna get flagged in the comments, I know it, right? But we actually jump back into the rooftop battle, and you know, Yamato's remarking of how like Roger and Whitebeard did the same thing, which we didn't really see in the anime, which would have been cool if they split the clouds in the anime, but it was nonetheless, it was a cool scene regardless. And I think she realizes that, you know, Luffy's on that level now. Well, at least not, well, he's able to produce enough haki on that level, which is good to know. Which, speaking of Yamato, it seems like she's taking a little bit too many of Kaido's attacks, because she remarks that his last Thunder Bagua really did a number on her. As you can see, she's losing like a lot of blood, but she's alright for the most part. Nevertheless, we transition back to Momo, and Momo is still, you know, a little bit scared, which is fair. You know, Momo, he is still a kid. He might be an adult, but he has the mind of a kid. And in this situation, even though he might have gotten like a little bit of courage from biting Kaido, he might have got the courage to at least talk back to Kaido, you know, throw some attacks Kaido's way. He still has a major burden to bear, which is the fact that Onigashima is falling down, and he has to do something about it because he's the only one who can. Luffy needs to take on Kaido, and Yamato even remarks that, like, you know, later on in the chapter, how they can't tell Luffy about this because he already has so much to focus on. He can't have another thing in the back of his mind. He needs to focus on taking down Kaido. And Kaido, interestingly enough, which is not really interesting, I guess, but he tries to take down Momo and Yamato before they can escape, but obviously Luffy's not going for it. And it's just nice seeing Luffy do these like weird tactics and stuff, and he wraps his legs around Kaido, which is so funny. It's just such a funny panel. But I like the chapter. You know, they back off away from Kaido, and now it's just time for them to have a nice little one-on-one action, which is finally what so many fans, I'm assuming, have been waiting for. Luffy versus Kaido, mano a mano. This is what the fandom wants. How is it going to play out? Can Luffy do it this time? Will we see new forms? Will we see a new Gear 4 form? Will there be Gear 5? Who knows? I don't. Let's see. Now, the part of the chapter I'm pretty sure all of you really wanted me to talk about, because this is actually the hypest portion of the chapter, despite how much like we don't get to see from Luffy and Kaido. This is actually really damn hype too. So a lot of people were wondering when we were going to see King's hybrid form, and needless to say, Zoro definitely got it out of him, because Zoro managed to do something that pissed King off extremely, which was he managed to fracture King's mask. And I don't know if King wants to hide like his face that bad. Maybe it's because, like, you know, it's like one of those secretive things. Like, it's the same reason why Who's Who is hiding his face, because, you know, if certain people know what he is, then he might get hunted down. The same way if people know who's who is, they would hunt him down because of the, you know, CP9 and whatnot. So it's just interesting to see. And it's actually nice to see that, you know, Zoro's hanging in there, you know, surprisingly. King being the, you know, #1 to the Beast Pirates. But, you know, this isn't really a surprise to much people. A lot of people knew that Zoro was gonna, you know, probably be the one to take down King, even though a lot of people wanted it to be Sanji, me included, just to give Sanji some extra bit of challenge. Not saying that Queen isn't a challenge, but it's just Queen, let's be honest. Queen isn't too much of a threat. But I don't know. What do you guys think about the design of King's hybrid form? I like it a little bit. You know, it's something that's kind of simple. You know, we see the destructive like wind blades he's able to generate, unless those are like fire blades, whatever it is. It looks nice, and I love seeing it. I really want to know, can he fly like this? Because if he can fly in this form, which I don't really know if he's like going in and out of his like full transformation or not. Either way, it looks super dope. But he actually sends Zoro flying into Frankie, which is a nice catch by the way on Frankie's part. And you know, Zoro is a monster, man. Just he even tells Frankie like, look, I got this, you know. Don't even worry about me. Just get out the way. I don't want you to get hurt. seeing is that King is actually a real threat. He could actually do some serious damage to Frankie and everybody. And Frankie acknowledging that Zoro, is primarily one of their strongest fighters, if not their second in command. We don't know what the situation with Yamato joining the crew is or whatnot, but regardless, this is a really, really, really dope scene. And we actually see a fraction of like King's face, and he has some hair right there, but I don't think this is anybody we've seen before. It's just weird that Oda's keeping this a secret for so long. I don't know what he plans on doing, like what Oda plans on doing with the Lunarians and everything like that, because I'm assuming that's exactly what King is. He looked over and glanced, so he basically semi-confirmed he's a Lunarian and everything like that. And I wonder how this is going to play into Sanji, just in case, maybe Judge did somehow sneak some of that Lunarian DNA inside of him. Who knows? Maybe that's why Sanji is so like indifferent to his siblings, other than the fact of Sora's tampering with him, which is something I'm really excited to see, and I really want to know, what do you guys think is going to happen with the whole King transition? Please leave a comment and let me know, what are your One Piece theories on this subject. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, share the video if you enjoyed the video. Let me know, what do you think is going to happen next chapter? Do you think we're going to focus on Sanji? Do you think we're going to focus on King versus Zoro? Do you think we're going to focus on Kaido? Or do you think that we're going to see what's going to happen with the Momo situation, and then we're going to go back to the fights because we need to get that out the way? Let me know. With that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will try to get back to my regular schedule. I know I've been a little bit vacant as of late. I'm just, growing up, 19, ready to be 20 soon, adult things, but that's neither here nor there. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. Bye. Goodbye.